IA Podcast.
I'm Vivian.
And I'm Adeline. Wow, it's been 1 week since we posted the last podcast, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about this week?
Tired?
Tired?
Yes. But tomorrow we have the sport day.
Oh yeah, the
So we
sports
have no
day.
class tomorrow.
It's a good thing we don't have class, but
Yes.
sports day is tiring. We have to stay in the field for a long time. And we have to 晒太阳.
晒太阳. And there are a lot of
Competition.
Yes.
Okay, anyways, that's news about what happened in WhatsApp. And that is also what we are going to talk about today. So today we are going to talk and discuss about recent news, but not in WhatsApp, but in Taiwan. Yay! Give applause! Okay, since I'm not Taiwanese, do you know something like recent news that happened in Taiwan?
Yeah, do you know in this day on March 26th and Honduras just cut off the diplomatic relations with Taiwan?
Really?
Yes.
Honduras?
Yes, too.
Oh my god, that's very surprising. Do you think why they suddenly cut ties with Taiwan?
I think, do you remember when we are freshmen and in the politics class and we have mentioned about the realism?
Oh yeah.
So I think why the reason that Honduras want to cut off the diplomatic relations with us is because of the economic realism.
Oh, economic realism. Wow. Do you know how long Honduras and Taiwan, like the relation between these two countries?
Well, the relations have started from 82 years ago.
82 years?
Yes, it's been a long time.
Oh my god, that's even older than my grandparents. Oh my god. I don't understand. Like for 82 years, they have a good relation, but now they suddenly like cut the ties. Did something happen?
I'm also surprised with this, and I think maybe after the first female president take the office and some policy is changed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because like in 2016 and Honduras just built a Republic of China Square in their capital, and in the square they also have a building of it's not a building, it's a status of 101 building.
Oh, I see. So right now, after Honduras cut the ties with Taiwan, they are now in the side of mainland China.
Yes. It's
So now, Honduras has the diplomatic relation with China.
Yes, and Honduras just also say that there is only one China. So this is one of the reason.
Oh, one of the reasons Honduras cutting ties with Taiwan and establish the relation with China.
Yeah, and also I think because China can give them more help, like give them more money.
I see. So now, I heard that the diplomatic relations between Taiwan and other countries keep reducing, right? Like each year it kept reducing. And now Honduras also cut ties with Taiwan. So do you know how many countries left are in diplomatic relation with Taiwan?
After Honduras just cut off with us, I think there are only 13
13?
countries. Yes.
Wow. 13 countries. That's a very few number. But do you think even though we only have 13 diplomatic relations with other country, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I can't really answer this question because to some people, some Taiwanese will think like, why we need this diplomatic relation with other country, because some of the country that lots of people never heard before. Yes, but Taiwan government give them a lot of money to help them or something. So lots of Taiwanese thinks why we really need to give them those money.
Oh,
Yes, but do you know, like, because Taiwan is not in the UN,
oh yeah, I know about that.
so if we have less diplomatic relations countries, it means like they recognize us.
Oh.
Yes, Taiwan is a country.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Even though we only have like 13, right?
Yes.
13 countries that has diplomatic relation with us, but the number behind that is that these 13 countries are recognized by the UN.
Yes.
So we need other countries' recognition so that Taiwan can live.
Yeah. So seems like they are important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Maybe maybe I'm not
Maybe
sure.
important.
Maybe important.
Okay, do you think oh, I forgot that we also will have the presidential election, right? Next year?
Next year. Sorry.
It's okay. Next year. Do you think this event, like the Honduras cutting ties with Taiwan, will affect the presidential election?
I think yes, because we are confused that why Honduras just choose this time to cut off the relations with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so someone just think about maybe it's because of the election for the next year.
Oh, okay. So it will affect the election that will happen. So do you think if next year, for example, we change the president, like the president in Taiwan changed, do you think the diplomatic relation between Taiwan and other country will be stable, will keep being good, or do you have any idea about that?
I think this depends
On the president.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Wow, that is a very interesting topic we have recently. Oh, Vivian, we just finished our politics class, right?
Yes.
And there's this interesting topic that our professor teach us today. It's something related about the freedom of speech that we learned today. And our professor gave us a case about, it says,
should schools be able to discipline students for what they say on social media?
Yeah, I think that's a very interesting topic.
Yes, we just argue this today.
Yeah, we are in the same group, but we have a very different opinion about this. Actually, I'm still curious. Why do you support schools for doing some disciplines to the students, even though the students did something outside the school?
Because it's like we are students, right?
Yeah.
And we need to obey the rule of the school.
Mm-hmm.
Because the school is a place that teach you how to
Behave.
Yeah, so school is not only learn about the knowledge, it also helps students to improve their
behavior.
Yeah, and I think because like our first story we have mentioned about is a student makes an offensive joke on Instagram. Yes. I think the joke is understand for both of them feel funny or something.
Yeah, I agree with you.
If one person feel uncomfortable, I think this is not a joke. Because maybe one person feel, oh, this is funny, but another person feel, oh, this is not funny. And the person that feel uncomfortable, maybe will hurt him or she, right?
Well, in that case, it can be a cyberbullying, right?
Yes.
But there's this case when there's a cheerleader group, if I'm not mistaken, the cheerleader group, this girl just posts like her expression on social media, but she's using like a cursing word, but it's still her expression, and then she got suspended from the cheerleader team because the teachers said we are avoiding chaos. Do you think it's a good punishment for the student?
I think she need a punishment, but maybe it's not that heavy.
Because I think everyone can express their feelings, right?
Yes.
You agree with that?
Yes.
So, for example, if I hate this one professor and I just post on Instagram, oh, I really hate politics class, I really hate the professor. It's my freedom of speech, right?
Yes.
And if you, for example, if you screenshot my post and then you give the picture to the professor and then I got suspended from school, I think it's not fair, right? Because I just expressed my feelings. I'm not trying to hurt someone.
Not so you think it doesn't hurt any people because you show your emotion to others, but maybe the professor see it and will feel why she need to like this. Maybe the professor will think I teach you lot of things, but you just say the word like this.
That's hard. Well, in that case, maybe we should learn more how to be more careful in using social media, right? We cannot post a lot of things, like everything, every emotion in the internet.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's getting late, and it's really nice to talk with you about this recent news that we have.
Me too.
Okay, and we will see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.